They say that if you truly desire something, you can achieve it. This sentiment resonated deeply with a woman from Quebec, Canada, when she embarked on the journey to build her own house. With a desire for something unique and special, despite having limited funds, she meticulously weighed all the pros and cons before settling on purchasing 4 shipping containers. Looking ahead, it's worth noting that the outcome surpassed even her highest expectations. This is remarkable, considering she not only designed the house, but also acted as the contractor and foreman for the entire project. Claude Dubrail is a young Canadian woman who's been working in a construction company for several years. But as she said, building houses by someone's order is one thing. When the time came to think about building her own home, she puzzled over it for days on end. The girl had a small plot of land in a beautiful place near the forest. It all could have worked out perfectly if the cost of building a new house in Canada wasn't so high, certainly beyond the means of a young person. So that's when she came up with the truly brilliant idea of building a house out of 4 shipping containers. Finding the construction material to build this kind of dream house wasn't hard, and just a few nights online gave Claude the opportunity to estimate all the costs. Given her location, the price of the containers was about $2,500 per item. Thus, the decision to buy 4 containers was made quickly. The plan was to assemble the containers in a way that would make them into a 2-story house. It is also worth noting that the standard size of a 40-foot shipping container is 12.2 by 2.5 meters, making its total area almost 30 square meters. Considering there were 4 of them, the size of the new house was going to be about 120 square meters. Before beginning the construction works, Claude had to decide on the project for the future home, which she found on the internet. Thankfully, there were a lot of options to choose from online. So when the project was ready, she got to work. The first step was to clear the area. The land was actually on a mild slope, but it didn't prevent Claude from implementing her idea. The altitudes were leveled by a monolithic foundation, which allowed for the installation of containers. 2 containers formed the first floor, and the other 2 formed a cross-shaped second floor. It was also decided to cut the window and door openings before installing the modules of the house. According to Claude, she got turned down by 4 firms, all of which claimed that the project was too complicated. But in the end, she did find the right crew to help her in all her endeavors. However, the hard part wasn't over yet. Since the floors of the shipping containers have large beams, Claude decided to turn them over to create additional support for the second floor. The next step was to cover the containers with natural pipelining on the outside and simply paint them on the inside. This way, the cost of construction works was reduced and interior space was saved. The wiring was also placed on the outside under the lining, which allowed for increased interior space. All the other communications were placed there as well. The floor, which used to be the ceiling, was mostly a thin sheet of galvanized steel that moved as someone walked on it. Therefore, a decision was made to add 10 centimeters of polished concrete with heated floors at each level. According to Claude, the containers are very durable and, more importantly, solid. At the same time, they're perfectly comfortable to live in. First of all, you will immediately realize that you're inside a shipping container, and secondly, they were very easy and fast to work with. As for the interior, Claude placed a large and modern kitchen with a huge family table on the ground floor. There was also plenty of space left for a big guest room with a comfortable sofa and a table, and an enormous window which allowed natural light to fill the room. Also, the cut-out parts of the container were left on the ground floor, which were later used as partitions to make a storage room and a wardrobe. They were covered with real wood, which gave the place even more charm. The second floor had a master bedroom and another guest room, as well as a huge bathroom. The second floors were connected by a spiral staircase, and the bonus to this not-so-small house was a sort of basement, which was made of cement at the construction stage. But even that wasn't enough for Claude. So of course, she decided to build a big terrace on the second floor, which would be entered from the bathroom through a large lifting panoramic window. That's where Claude likes to have a cup of coffee in the evening, enjoying the fresh air and the quiet. Overall, the woman is delighted with her achievement. This house is undeniably well-designed and comfortable. What's more, it proved to be a more cost-effective and time-efficient build compared to a conventional house. In our modern world, where time and money hold significant value, this accomplishment stands out. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.